So, Dalton Risner got fined $7,431 for a leg whip versus the Green Bay Packers. And I'm thinking to myself, I've never heard / seen someone do a leg whip. Like, what does that even mean? So, I went back to the game versus the Packers, and this is the play they're talking about. So, Dalton is lined up here at left guard. He's right where my mouse pointer is. And this is the leg whip that cost him $7,400. Now, first off, Dalton falls to the ground within seconds, which is kind of comical, because Orlando Brown's the first person as the casualty of Dalton on this play. So, Orlando Brown tries to go left, right, and ends up falling over him. And then, I don't see the leg whip on the Packers guy. But I can only assume the leg whip is considered right here. Right at the very beginning. Where when he falls down. So if you watch the very beginning here, he's going to fall down. And he falls down straight into this player right here. And that is what causes the quote-unquote leg whip. Which, you can be the judge of that. I guess that's intentional. I guess the intentional thing here was, hey, dude, what I want you to do is just fall straight down and, like try to trip over pretty much or try to knock out the legs of the defender, which is going to allow us to be able to run the ball. I guess that's what this design was. It's a very weird design, I'll be honest with you, because all you do is end up taking out your left guard and your left tackle at the same time. But yeah, that's the leg whip, which cost $7,300. So I for the life of me, I can't figure out if this was intentional or not. I guess I would assume it is, right? Because he goes down right away. But I have seen our offensive line now. In this Packers game, our offensive line wasn't perfect. It wasn't as bad as it has been in the past, but it wasn't perfect. But to hear, oh, well, our lineman just fell down the line of scrimmage and that was it, that's not the craziest thing to ever talk about or say. It is ironical / comical. It's kind of like the Three Stooges here, where, like, you see freaking Orlando Brown's the first person. I guess the second person, because the defensive lineman was the first person. Yeah, literally, Orlando Brown Jr. is the first person as a casualty on our team, where Orlando Brown Jr. just instantly falls over him, and obviously, at the end of the day, could really have hurt himself. But, again, that's why I just don't feel like it was on purpose. But, again, the NFL fined him $7,300 for that situation. So to get fined $7,300 for a total accident is kind of crazy, because you also could have took out your left tackle. I mean, again, you could easily have took out your left tackle, but again, I guess they're saying this right here, this was intentional. He purposely tried to take out the legs of a defender, and that's what ended up being the penalty here. Or a thing here. He didn't get penalized in game, but he did get fined for that. Which, definitely not what I expected to see when I saw a fine in the NFL. A $7,300 fine for taking out the legs of a defender, but also taking out your left tackle at the same time. I've never seen Orlando Brown do more in one play this season than that play right there. There's a lot of times Orlando Brown, I watch him play football, and I'm like, hey, why is this guy doing nothing? Why is this guy doing absolutely crap anything during the game? And then I finally see that's why. Because he finally decided to do something. And what he tried to do was this. Yeah. $7,300 for that. Again, a lot of you guys watch my videos and, watch football too. Have you ever seen that? Telling the lineman just to go down and fall on an opponent's legs trying to take him out? I mean, and ends up taking out your own guy. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. What I don't love is the Broncos won today, and now the Giants. I was hoping the Giants would win so that the Broncos wouldn't be that much of a big issue later on in the season, but it looks like they're going to be plenty fine an issue because the Broncos did go ahead and win. Came back 33 points in the fourth quarter. It's kind of amazing at this point. But, guys, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one.